Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to the students of class 9 in online class. My dear students, I think you are fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. I am also fine by His grace. My dear learners, today I am going to discuss about completing sentences. It is the question number 8 in your grammar. And 5 marks will be given in your examination. Completing sentence, that means you have to complete. Here will be given incomplete part. You have to complete. For completing sentence or complete the sentence, you have to know some rules. Let's see on the board. First one. And this is the instructions. In your examination, there will be instruction complete the following sentences. First one is it is high time. It is high time or it is time. Both are same. When we use it is time or it is high time. Usually we take lunch 1 or 2 p.m. 1 or 2 p.m. We take lunch. With dinner, in our country we usually take dinner 10 or 11 p.m. When it is 1 or 2 p.m. we can say it is time for taking lunch. It is high time to take lunch. It is high time we took lunch. When we perform our prayer, we perform our further prayer at 5 a.m. Juhur prayer at 1:30 p.m. Asr prayer at 5 p.m. Maghrib prayer after Azan and Isha prayer 8:30 p.m. When it comes to the time of this prayer, when it is near 5 a.m., then we can say it is time for performing further prayer. When it is 1:30 p.m., we can say it is time for Johar prayer. When it is 5 p.m., we can say it is time for Asr prayer. When we listen Azan from Muezzin and Maghrib, we can say it is time or it is high time for Maghrib prayer. In the same way, when it's 8:30 p.m., we can say it is time for Isha prayer. When our school in your institution will be open, when it is near about 10 a.m., then we can say it is time or it is high time to go to school. It is time for going to school. I think, my dear students, you have understood when it is time or it is high time, and it is very important for learning English, and you can easily make a lot of sentences by using this it is time or it is high time. My dear students, if you learn your grammar very carefully, And as a children, I hope that you will get a good marks and you will get a good service, or you can reach your goal and you'll be able to speak in English fluent. So my dear students, I think you have understood about the uses of this time and this hygiene. But you have to bear in mind that it is time or it is hygiene. For using verb, there are 3 rules. Now I am discussing it. First one, look at the whiteboard. It is hygiene. 3 rules. I told you there will be 3 rules. It is hygiene or time. You see a subject. We. It may be I, you, he, any other subject. But you have to see that whether it is to, for, or subject. This is a subject. Second one, to. Third one, for. First one, we. Second one, to. Third one, for. My dear learners, you see 3 rules for using verb. First one, if there is any subject after it is time or it is high time, then principal verb will be past form. We did the work, we went to school, we finished the work, we took lunch, we performed our prayer, we completed our work, we cooked rice, we learned English, we went to market. My dear student, I think it is clear to you. If there is any subject after it is time or it is high time, it is time or it is high time, then we have to use the first form of verb, past form. We can't use present form. We can't use gerund. But if there is only two, that means infinitive. 2 plus verb. We know that it's called infinitive. Infinitive. Two. After 2, the principal verb will be the present form. Second one, we have to use do, go, play, come, take, eat, finish. After 2, when we see it is time or it is high time. 2, then we have to use, you can use any present form. After 2, it is time. It is high time. I have written to do the work. You can write go to school. You can write to finish the work. You can write to perform prayer. You can write to learn English, to come here. It is time to go there. It is time to play chess. It is time to learn English. It is time to pluck flower. It is time to talk in. It is time to use a mobile. It is time to use blackboard. It is time to buy a shirt. You can write a lot of sentences, but you have to know the use of these rules. If you see it is time or it is high time, you have to use present form. After 2, principal verb will be present form, and it is the correct one. The first one will be after subject, past form. Second, after two, principal verb will be present form. Third one, it is high time. For. For. For is a preposition. To is also a preposition. Generally, we have learned in the previous class when I discussed with you about right form of verbs. Right form of verbs. In right form of verbs, you have gained knowledge that without to, after all prepositions, principal verb takes gerund or ing. That's why without to, after all prepositions, you have to use ing with principal verb. Doing. We have to use doing, going, playing, writing, removing, furnishing. You can use a lot of sentences, but you have to use gerund. So my dear learners, again I am discussing that if there is subject, after subject, principal verb will be past form. Two, after two, principal verb will be present form. After four, principal verb takes ing. I think, my dear students, it is clear to you. Then, if you come in your examination, there will be a part of sentence. It may be if you come, or it may be I may go. If there will be given I may go or I can go, you have to complete by writing if you come. In this sentence, if you come, we know that if is used in conditional sentences. Conditional sentences. For using conditional sentences, we have to follow some rules. If you come, this after if, there is a sentence. You come. It's a simple present tense or present indefinite tense. If there is a present indefinite tense after if, second clause. In second clause, you can use shall, will, can, may. Anyone you can use. But you can't use could do in this. If there is present indefinite tense after if. If you come, I can go. If you work hard, you will prosper in life. If you read attentively, you can get a good marks. If you learn English, you can do well in the examination. So my dear students, if is used in conditional sentences and if there is present indefinite or simple present tense after if, then we have to use can, may, shall, will after subject. Next one. Can, come, can. Present form will follow shall, will, can, may. Can, shall, will, can, may. But if it is past form can, then we have to use should, would, could, might. You can use any one from these four.
I can mention another example. If you worked hard, you could prosper in life. If you played well, you could win the match. Next one. If you had come, that was third condition. It is first condition, second condition, now it is third condition. They are called conditional sentences. If you had come. Third conditional sentences in second clause, you have to use should have, would have, could have, might have. In third conditional sentences, that means after if there will be a subject, had, and the past participle form of a boss. That means past perfect tense. Then you have to use might, could, have, with have. We know from the right form of boss, would have, after would have, might have, could have, should have. Principal verb will be the past participle form. Not go. You have to use gone. Would have. I would have gone. He would have gone. I would have done. He would have gone. I might have. After this, principal verb will be past participle form. They are conditional sentence, my dear learners. Then it is I who. Another important rules for my dear students. It is these 3, 7, 8, 9. You have to listen very carefully. It's not a very difficult thing. Grammar is a very interesting thing. You will get pleasure, much pleasure, when you will be able to understand grammar easily, when you can solve any grammatical items very easily. Then you feel very better. So my dear students, you have to listen very carefully. It is I who. We know who is an interrogative pronoun or relative pronoun. Who, my dear students, who, when we ask anyone or any person, who are you? Who are they? Then it is interrogative pronoun. If I say, I know who you are, it is not a question. Do you know who I am? Who I am? Who I am. When who is used directly for asking question, then it is interrogative pronoun. But when it is used any other way without question, then we can say it is a relative pronoun. Relative pronoun. It is I who am a student. It is not a question. But what will be used? Second one. Am. Why am? Antecedent. Antecedent. It is called antecedent. Before who, we see I. After who, will be followed the word used before who. I. After I, we use am. I am a student. We can't use I is a student. We can't use I are a student. In this sentence, I am a student. My dear students, next one. It is you. You follow. After who, before who. It is called antecedent. Antecedent. You, after you use are. That is why you are a student. You are a student. Then it is he who is a student. Is. Why is? Because after he we use is. It is he who is a student. My dear learners, I think it is clear to you. Then would you mind opening the door? My dear student, it is the last one for today's class. Would you mind? It is used for asking a polite request. Gentle English, it is used. Would you mind? You can say your friend or any guest in your house, would you mind taking a cup of tea? Would you mind helping me? Would you mind solving this problem? Would you mind opening the door? Would you mind switch on the fan? Would you mind remove the blackboard? It is a gentle English. But you have to bear in mind that after would you mind, principal boss takes ing. We can't use would you mind open the door, opening the door. Would you mind having, not help? Would you mind helping, not help? So you have to bear in mind that, my dear students, after would you mind, principal boss takes ing. So my dear students, no more today. I think these 10 sentences, very important rules I have discussed with you. You have understood. If there is any problem, I can discuss the next class. My online class will be continued. So my dear students, you will follow my class, and in your house you have to practice regularly, and without learning grammar you can't get a good marks, you can't reach your goal. So may Allah help you. My dear students, pray for me. No more today. Thank you very much for attending my online class. Thanks to all.